Hi, my name is Sandy. Welcome to my happy homestead. Today we're going to be making a ginger turmeric shot, and this is something that you can use for inflammation. It's a good probiotic. Um, it's good for boosting your energy. We take it first thing in the morning before we eat or drink anything else. So before your coffee, before anything, you want to take a 2 ounce, just a little shot glass. It's better cold. You can drink it hot if you want to make it like a hot tea. Like say you're not feeling well and you just feel like my throat's sore. You can make it warm. I always add honey at the end, like at the end of the whole cooking process. You want to add your honey. You don't want to add the honey while you're doing your extraction, because if you do, you're going to kill all of the benefits that's in the honey. Now, I use honey made from my honeybees, which is raw honey. It's not been processed. It's just straight out of the comb. And we filter it here too. So what you're going to need is try to go all organic. You don't have to go all organic if you don't want to. That's totally up to you. I've already done all my chopping because I wanted to save time. So you want to slice your lemons up. Just slice them up like you're going to put them in lemonade. And you can slice them up, dice them up, however how you want to. My rule of thumb is when I'm doing an extraction, I want to get out as much of all the beneficial components in the fruit and the roots as I can. And the better way to do that is to dice it up as fine as you can. Now you can do this in a food processor. You can, if you have a really good food processor. And you're going to need turmeric root. And I do shave mine. This one is a very old one. I've had this in my refrigerator. I did say refrigerator this time. Y'all usually get on to me for saying Calvinator. My grandma, I've spent a lot of time with my grandma, and she always called it Calvinator. So, okay, I digress. I'm sorry. ADHD moment. Woo, squirrel. But anyway, yeah. So this one is a very old turmeric root. But like all roots, as long as it is still firm, as long as it has a good smell and it's very potent. If you can see my fingers, and I'm lighting in here not very well, just by touching it this much, I've already stained my fingers. You want to wear kitchen gloves when you do this, okay? When you're handling turmeric, anything it touches, it's going to stain, all right? So, and then, of course, ginger root, same concept. You're just going to take your spoon and you're going to shave it. The best spoon to use, I find, is just an old cheap spoon. You can pick them up at the dollar store. You can pick them up at Walmart. They're very thin, and they tend to do better than your dinnerware spoons. You know, your good spoons. So just get you an old cheap spoon. Pick one up at a flea market, at the whatever yard sale, whatever. And then you just want to do like this, okay? And you're just going to peel it. And then you can get down in them little crevices. You don't have to get it all off. The reason I do this is because I don't like the taste of the bitterness of the skin. If you leave too much skin on there, it's going to leave your shots tasting a little bit bitter. So I know bitter's better when it comes to herbs, but when it comes to roots, I ain't going there. I don't like it. So I did all of my chopping in this with my turmeric. I just spilled some. I forget it's got that hole. Anyhow, I don't know if you can see how much is in there or not, but basically, you want, for every cup of your decoction that you're doing here, and you're extracting from the roots, for every cup of your ginger shot, you're going to want to do, my rule of thumb is, I'm sorry for stuttering, I'm not scripted, I'm just shooting off the hip here. A thumb of root is 1 cup, okay? So I put my thumb, say there's 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups. All right, so this one tube of turmeric root will give me 3 cups of extraction. All right. Same thing with your ginger root. Basically, you want your ginger and your turmeric to weigh, you want the same amount. All right. This tube of ginger root, before I chopped it up, was about the size of my hand. Same. So when you're doing your ginger root, have it the same as your turmeric. All right. Next thing, you want to have some black peppercorns. Now, if you don't have black peppercorns, you don't have to worry about it. Peppercorns, when grounded up, turns to, surprise, pepper. It's just that when you're using peppercorns, I generally put in about 25 peppercorns to a stock pot. Here is my stock pot. You do want to use stainless steel, all right? You want to, because like I said, this is ginger, and when you start cooking with ginger, anything it touches, it's going to stain. So with stainless steel, it's stainless. All right. So let's get started. This is so easy. I've done all the work. We're at 6 minutes and almost 7 minutes now. So I'm going to go ahead and finish chopping up this ginger root. And all right, so I just slice it like this. It won't take me long to get this done though. So like I said, you want it chopped up kind of fine. Little bitty tiny chunks. Just like that. Whoops. I'm dropping it all over the place. And the same with your turmeric, which now I'm using this for my turmeric because it's not as stringy as my turmeric. So it goes straight through. I already made the mistake of trying to put the ginger in there, and it didn't work out so well. It's too what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. If you put one through there, you'll find out. So now we're going to turn our stove eye on, and you want to put it on high for the first 30 minutes while you want to boil this at a hard boil for about 30 minutes. So you're going to put all of this chopped up stuff in here. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to be explaining to you what else is going to happen, so that when I'm done doing this, we'll be done with the video. Well, the first part of the video. Okay. Actually, there's no sense in making a second video. I'm just going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to put your lemons in there. Boom. Then you're going to put your ginger in there. I'm just going to slide it all in there. I don't like using plastic. And I definitely don't use anything that is, what do you call it? I ain't used it in so long on non-stick pans, non-stick stuff. I don't use that because it's got those forever chemicals in them. But my husband took my wood chopping block out to the garage while he was grilling, and yeah, he ruined it. So I have to go buy me another wooden chopping block, but this will do for now. Anyhow, so now you're going to take about 25 of these peppercorn seeds. I had a whole box full of it, but I can't find it right now. So I'm just going to roughly say about a tablespoon worth, about that much peppercorns. This is going to activate your turmeric. You just toss it in. All right. Now, this is what it's going to look like. Yeah. So, there you go. Turn this off after an hour, and you're going to let it sit on covered up all night long. You're going to put your lid on it. My lid's over there with my stuff. You're going to put your lid on it, let it set overnight. Okay? And then the next morning, you will strain all this off. You can keep peppercorns. You can keep everything. You want to throw out the lemons. You don't want to reuse the lemons. Throw those out. The lemon is basically giving it some flavor, but it also gives it the extra shot of vitamin C. Okay? And if you take, during cold and flu season, if you take this about a shot a day, when the C19 first hit, Me and my husband took this faithfully every morning. We didn't even realize that it was helping us that much, but it builds your immune system up. And we took this faithfully every single morning. There was like 4 waves of it that came through. You know, there was like the big first wave that came through, and then there was a second wave that came through. And I was working in a doctor's office. I went through 2 years and I never caught it. And I was working directly in, and I was exposed every day, definitely exposed. So I'm not saying that this will do the same for you, but I know for a fact, based on my personal experience, that by taking this every single day, me and my husband stayed healthy for 2 years, that first 2 years. So it helps keep you healthy. It helps with inflammation. My husband has a shoulder problem, and he would wake up every morning, sometimes throughout the night, and his shoulder would be absolutely killing him. He took it for 3 days and it was gone. And when he first started taking it, he was like, you know, day 1 really didn't see a difference. Day 2 really didn't see a difference. Day 3 he was like, no, I feel all right. Well, then by day 4 and 5 he was like, I don't have no pain. So then we got lazy and quit making it and quit drinking it, and he started getting a shoulder pain back. I just said all that to say this. A friend of mine on Facebook had asked for recipe, or if anybody had any anything good for inflammation. So Heather, this goes out to you, and I hope this helps you, and I hope that you'll be well, and let me know how it works out for you. This is my YouTube channel. I don't really post very often, but I try to as I can. I got a busy life, so every so often if I try to post something. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe to my channel, share my channel. I very much appreciate it, and God bless y'all, and stay safe out there. And remember, the Lord loves you, and He gave us the fruits and the herbs, and He gave all this to us for healing. There's nothing wrong with doing it yourself. In fact, we live in a time right now where we need to do it ourselves. And it don't take as much time as you think. You spend way much more time on Facebook, X, I guess is what it is now, Instagram, scrolling through gibberish. If you've got time to do that, look, we're 16 minutes into this video. You've got time for this. Guarantee it. And God bless y'all. Appreciate y'all. Bye.